in Jacksonville, but when you take a look at what I'm seeing here on the radar screen, the threat is over in West Decoy, but here's Highway 17, River Plantation Road. If you live in this rural area of St. Johns County near Meldrum Park, it is almost certain that there is a tornado in your area. There's a strong circulation center here, and this is a very viable thunderstorm, one capable of putting a tornado close to Alicia Acres Lane and County Road 208. So this is ground zero for where we're seeing a Doppler indicated tornado moving through on State Road 13 close to Piccolata. So those of you that live here in St. Johns County in Piccolata, this is the time to take this storm very seriously. Go to an interior room where you can get some shelter, because this particular storm here means business. Here you can see right now we're getting this strong updraft. So you're having the updraft on the backside and then a strong downdraft coming in. And these are winds that are moving south. Here are winds moving towards the north, and this circulation center is right there over Piccolata as we speak. We are expecting to see this storm move away from Piccolata, but right now you're likely getting some of these really intense winds coming through your area as we speak. Those winds are going to be very gusty even outside of the thunderstorm, but when we query just how fast these winds are going, here you can see the Doppler is estimating winds upwards of close to 60 miles per hour, probably even higher, 65 miles per hour.
70 miles an hour near Marion.
So near Marion, moving at 70 miles.
At 70, and there's hail too.
So we're seeing on our algorithm the hail potential is here, and the pace of the storm moving at 70 miles per hour. So here you can see those winds are going to be knocking down fences, taking down tree limbs. For those of you in Piccolata, here's Alicia Acres Lane, and those of you that live near the Meldrum Park Road, be mindful of the potential for some severe weather there, and also along County Road 208. So since this storm is moving so quickly, I'm going to kind of expand the view to show you where I think this storm is tracking, and we can get a sense that areas along Highway 16, if not the time to be on that road, because this tornado is moving towards that area. I hope it breaks up, but we're watching World Golf Village next. It looks like those of you that live in the World Golf Village area along Highway 210 could be seeing this tornado come through your area. Let's go ahead and give you a heads up on when that tornado could be moving through World Golf Village as we take this speed up to about 70 miles per hour, which is very fast. Here we are with some timelines on that. So within 10 minutes of possibly being struck by a tornado in the World Golf Village. So again, this is a very high confidence situation from what we're seeing on the radar, that there is a tornado along Highway 13, State Road 13 in St. Johns County, moving towards Bakerville, a possible tornado then moving towards World Golf Village, all in the matter of just 10 minutes time. So those of you here in central St. Johns County, watch out for this situation. St. Augustine, you're getting a thunderstorm now with maybe even some hail in it, but the real twisting winds are going to be pushing north of St. Augustine. Those of you that are watching us on Anastasia Island, I think you're getting some heavy rains, but it looks like the path of the storm is going to be moving very close, and this is something that you two should watch. But let's just hope that this kind of misses some of that area. But again, this is a tornadic situation. As we can see here on the velocity, it looks very impressive, like there is clear rotation within this storm. And here you can see this tail end of this thunderstorm is likely where we're seeing a little bit of a hooking feature coming in there, even more telltale signs that we do have rotation in this storm. So again, this is a severe thunderstorm, tornadic thunderstorm, tornado warning until 11:45, and we'll likely see that the storm will not be off the coastline by then. So we'll see if this does get extended out. You're getting the thunder, you're getting the lightning in St. Augustine. This is not the actual severe part of the storm. That is still near and west of I-95 there along 16, State Road 16. So some of the folks near some of the factory outlets there along I-95, this is the time where you probably, if you're watching on your app, you may want to stay in the store. A storm that's moving very quickly. So we're going to be watching this here over the next 10 minutes. Within 20 minutes, it could be right along the coast, moving off of Volano Beach. And here you can see that this storm is capable of putting some hail in it. As we go in tighter now, let's see if we can get a refresh on the radar screen, because the threats are slowly diminishing. If you had that tornado in Tucoy, it has now moved east of you. County Road 208 back here through 16 is ground zero for where we're tracking this tornadic cell moving through. So some of these other areas, these street roads here, Registry Boulevard, this is all kind of close to the World Golf Village area. Here's where 16 and 13 come together. So you're basically, the river runs north-south right through this area. You get across the river, and that's where you see the junction there that takes you back into 210. And here's I-Drive, International Golf Parkway. All this area here in the path of some type of rotation. So this is not a threat for Green Cove Springs. This is south of you in Green Cove Springs. And just to clarify, we can go ahead and back the map out so you can see where your area is in Green Cove Springs. Not a threat. You're getting heavy rain for sure, but the tornadic activity is southeast of Green Cove Springs, and ground zero would be areas around the World Golf Village here, and eventually possibly into Palencia. Right now, Palencia are not under that tornado warning. Let me go back in a little bit tighter. And so that's the view there along International Golf Parkway and I-95. This is where we would be seeing a tornado come across I-95 in this general vicinity here. And you can see traffic is slowing down and the rain is coming down pretty good. Those cars are still moving at a clip, so there's nothing in the sky there that would be alarming for the drivers that I can see, because I'm not seeing them hit the brakes for any type of funnel clouds. But you can see.
Are we issuing the tornado warning all the way down the coast?
Okay, so we're going to keep this tornado warning going. Weather Service is going to, they see no signs of this weakening anytime soon. Neither do I. I do think that this warning will continue to bridge across I-95, and for folks around Volano Beach up through South Ponte Vedra Beach, you're likely going to see this tornado coming into your area. So again, this tornado warning, it will likely be extended beyond the 11:45 cutoff. And when we take a look at the motion here, you can see there are some elements where there's possible hail within this tornadic cell, and also some rotation within that particular storm. And all this is moving so quickly. Wow, look at this. This is a classic hook. So we're seeing this hook coming around. That means that we're getting some rotation. Let's bring this radar screen wider. Those of you in the control room can watch that video. This helps me out a lot better now, because this hook is very, very ominous. This is never a good sign. And what I mean by that, as you see this hook, that is a textbook example of a tornado near Bakersville or over Bakersville. So those of you in Bakersville, World Golf Village, you got to heed my warning. Stay inside, get away from those windows. This tornado warning now has been extended till noon. So we've got another 15 minutes of a tornado now crossing near I-95 here along International Golf Parkway. Take a look at that hook that I just pointed out. Remember that signature, because if you've got that News for Jack's weather app and you see something like this, you don't even need to tune in to us. You can see that signature and be aware of the severe situation of this thunderstorm. Now let's go confirm those winds, and notice how that hook is smack dab over what we call gate-to-gate shear. This is a tornado by all means on the radar screen, moving around Bakersville in the World Golf Village. Could be right there along the I-95 corridor. Little tighter we go here to the circulation center, and we're going to get real tight here and show you some of these roads that are possibly dealing with damaging winds on Rustic Mill Drive and Turnbull Creek Road. Here's 16. We're likely got news crews headed out there because they hear me rattling off the names here. Those of you that are along County Road 208 and 13, you may have debris on the ground, but the threat is diminished for you. The tornado has now pushed past your area. A potential tornado here moving towards 16 and I-95. In this stretch, here you can see the circulation of this storm with some very strong winds and some damaging winds for sure as this moves into your area. Let's take a look. Last time I was looking, I was seeing those winds up around 65 miles per hour. Still very high winds, but I'm looking for some pixels that could rival that, and they are slightly lower, but there's still that circulation there. So the threat is still high, maybe not quite as high as when we were seeing the storm roll through State Road 13, where it could have been a little bit stronger, but we're just talking only slightly weaker. So still the elements of severe weather now right here close to the I-95 corridor. Okay. So backing the view out, we're going to go back and get another timeline of those that could be in the path of this Doppler indicated tornado. And let's go ahead and put a storm track on the vortex center right here and drive this off close to you in Palencia. And this will be taking it off the coastline about within another 15 minutes. So those of you in Palencia, you've got a pretty good heads up that a tornado could be coming your area. So now's the time. If you have kids that might be outside, maybe they're homeschooled, bring them inside. There's rain out there, so chances are they're not, but this is an area where you want to watch for this tornado to come through. Again, you might get some really high winds coming into St. Augustine, but the circulation center is to your northwest, and this tornado would not be headed towards St. Augustine, but just to the north of that area. So again, I'll go in very tight so we can really focus on some of those areas along 210 here in World Golf Village. Here's Registry Boulevard, Porta Rosa Circle. This is right here along 16. This is where the St. Johns County Agricultural Center is. If you've been in that area, just south of the factory outlets, we're seeing these highest winds come through that area. So the red colors here is representing wind direction moving towards the south. The green are winds coming up from the south and moving towards the north. And when you look at those colors closely batched together, you can use that as a proxy in your mind of how those winds are circulating as they would in a tornado. So it's that counterclockwise vortex, which would likely be over 16 at the moment and moving very quickly. So radar scans and these volume scans and each slice of the atmosphere as it looks higher and higher into the sky, it takes about 6 minutes to complete that whole scan. So we're getting these 5-minute intervals. So at this point, the tornado that is likely in this area will likely be just to the east of I-95 at the moment. And so I want to kind of show you some of these areas now where the storm is racing through.
Trailmark,
Confirmed
Confirmed tornado.
So we do have a confirmed
Over World
tornado.
Golf Village, 10 miles northwest of St. Augustine.
Oh man, I was afraid of that. So this just confirms my fears that we actually have a confirmed tornado near the World Golf Village. So, all right, so right here, International Golf Parkway. Let's go ahead and zoom in really closely because there's a tornado coming through your area with damage. Hopefully nobody has been hurt by this tornado as it moves through St. Johns County. So those of you that have been watching, you're safe because you've heeded our warning that there's the tornado moving through your area. And let's get you through this severe weather situation over the next 15 minutes because it's going to take a while for this to move off the coastline. I really hate to hear that there is a confirmed tornado on the ground, but that just underscores the severity of this severe weather situation. As this entire thunderstorm moves towards the northeast at a very quick pace between 60 and 70 miles per hour, really doesn't give you much time to seek shelter. If you do have us on the app, if you are watching us streaming, if you are watching us on Channel 4 and you know somebody that might not have those resources at their fingertips, now is the time to save their life and get on the phone and give them a call because this tornado is quickly approaching the airport, Northeast Regional, and it's leaving those of you in Bakersville alone. That severe weather threat has moved on by. So here you can see the entire area. Someone's going to need to get off of a weather source.
That's me, sorry.
Okay, thanks. So the threat in World Gulf Village was substantial. We had that confirmed tornado.
Mark, they say damage is really considerable.
Considerable damage there. You know, like when I was showing you that gate-to-gate share, that was something that you just don't see. It was really a viable tornado. And now, fortunately, the severe threats have dropped off there in the World Gulf Village. And when we go back to the radar screens, I was showing you those wind speeds at 70 miles per hour, 80 miles per hour. And that's just looking at the radar. No doubt the ground truthing of that, we're probably going to come up with storm damage assessments of winds likely up around 100 miles per hour. That's a bullet coming through the World Gulf Village. When is this going to be over with? Those of you in the World Gulf Village, heavy rains, the severe threats have now moved, and then it's going to be very wet here for the next hour before all this severe weather finally clears on out. By 2 o'clock, we're back to a drier weather. There you see it's not dry as we take a look on I-95. A lot of rain coming down there, and the potential for even localized street flooding and significant downpours coming through that particular area. So I'm back here looking at the velocity product because we're going to take a look at this tornado and just see if it's getting closer to the coastline. And it still looks like the area where there is some rotation is close to I-95. So we've seen it over World Gulf Village now crossing the I-95 corridor. And when we look at some of those wind speeds, they're not quite as strong as when we were seeing a more pronounced signature of rotation. Winds have dropped off, but still there's enough wind that the radar might not be sensing that could cause some tree limbs to come down and possibly even some power outages in this area of St. Johns County as we back out the view and you get a better sense that those of you are close to the airport, Northeast Regional, will likely be getting some high winds. So this is a thunderstorm now that is confirmed tornado. The threats are now from I-95 back to the coastline there in St. Johns County, just north of St. Augustine.
Mark, I can bring up a camera here right now. This is 95 just south of IGP, which is the area you're talking about. We can show you the situation. You can see that the rain is very heavy there and coming down. You've got the cars out on the road, the semis that are battling the conditions that you're talking about. It doesn't look like the winds that are buffeting them are very bad. We saw wind gusts at about 27 to 30 miles per hour. But the rain is coming down heavy, making for very treacherous travel conditions. That tornado warning now extended to 12 o'clock, as you said. And, you know, if there's any rotation out there, it's not evident from that DOT camera that we're looking at right now.
There was a pretty strong signature there, Bruce, of the tornado on the radar, and law enforcement did confirm that a tornado came through close to the World Gulf Village. So when you see these signatures, you know, sometimes there's a really high confidence, but until you get the ground truth, like someone like a deputy out there that's seeing a twister going through, I can't officially say a tornado is on the ground, but we can now. And I really wanted to say that was a tornado on the ground when I was seeing it. But I wish I did say that, but you know, when you see these tornadoes coming through the area on the radar and they look very viable, you just have to hold off until there is some ground confirmation. And yes, so we do have
Next in Pat, St. Augustine Airport, and then South Ponte Vedra.
Right. So this is the path now leaving I-95. A tornado was on the ground west of I-95. Now it's moving towards Northeast Regional Airport. So the airport right here in St. Augustine in the path, and also South Ponte Vedra is in the path. So this would be south of the Guananir, the Guantanamo National Research Reserve, and this would be in areas here close to the airport. Valalo Beach is down to the south. So we're not seeing any, real significant hail threats, but those winds within this tornado could cause some damage. So there's St. Augustine Airport. You can see that the box brings in this heavy rain just to the north of St. Augustine Regional Airport. And better news is that the storm is not looking as severe or as tornadic, but we're going to keep this storm under the tornado warning until it moves off the coastline. There's still an element here between US 1 and I-95 where we could likely see some pretty good winds coming through at the moment. And those thunderstorm winds are certainly going to cause some damage with trees out there, carports. But when we go back maybe tomorrow, when the weather service goes out to the World Gulf Village, they're going to find some substantial damage out there. So will our news crews, because they're en route right now to get out there and see the damage that we were tracking for you.
Right now, Aaron Farrar is in our mobile newsroom. He's on 295, approaching 95, headed in that direction. And Mark, I have a direct pipeline to Sheriff Rob Hardwick, the St. Johns County Sheriff. So I'm trying to get him to give us a call in to confirm any information about that tornado at the World Golf Village and any potential damage. So as soon as he gets back to me, I'll give you any information that he has. And in fact, if he has time to talk with us on air, we'll do that as well. I can imagine that he's very busy, but as you can see, the windshield wipers are going furiously there in Aaron's car. He does have a photojournalist with him, so know that he is not going to, while he's training the camera on the road, be doing anything untoward, that there is somebody else that's driving as he gives you a view on the road right now as the rain is coming down. And you've got the rotation tracker up right now. It does look like some of those storms are losing a bit of their punch as they continue to track across the peninsula.
Yeah. So what I've done is I brought up the rotation tracker, which shows the path of the tornado. You can look at these reds here, and this is kind of a history over the past half hour of where the rotation came through. And this is beneficial for having our news crews go out to look for the damage, because this shows that areas around Bass Haven through Piccolata, that's where we first started to see the rotation. And then as that tornado came through, it held together all the way up towards the World Gulf Village. So as I back the view out, you can get this linear perspective of the tornado path cutting through St. Johns County. Here's World Gulf Village, so areas just to the south likely had worse impacts than, say, right around the golf course community. But those of you that were watching us here along State Road 16, you're probably picking up some pieces if you're going out now, which is all safe clear sign signaled for that area. The threats are over. Still wet, still rain coming down, but the severe winds are over with. The tornado threat is over with in that section of St. Johns County. Now we're going to have to wait a couple more minutes for this tornado warning to be officially over in St. Johns County, but we can go ahead and take a look at where the rain's at and give you an early indication here of the particular storm. So still noon. Okay. I'm just going to step out of the way since we're in a squeeze back there. It's kind of hard to see those buttons, but let's go ahead and show you.
Yeah, they got it back full for you, Mark.
Okay. So Bruce, from what I can see here, there is no more tornado elements over land. Even where the storm is heaviest, which is South Ponte Vedra Beach, the rain is coming down very heavily. In fact, we could see some flooding with this particular system. But as far as those tornadic winds, they have collapsed, which is good news. And we can just take a look here as we take a look at the winds. Those winds have diminished a bit, and that storm is right there along the beach and off the coastline for now. So this was a tornadic storm. There's still some gusty winds coming in just to the north of St. Augustine, but they're not as fierce as what we were seeing earlier. And when we look at the actual rain, you can still see that there's some pretty good downpours coming in between US 1 and South Ponte Vedra Beach. Just to the north of Volano Beach. Now back towards Duval County, the threats for severe weather is over with for the day, but the rain is not. We still are going to keep it pretty damp here through at least 1 o'clock, and then we'll start to see clearing from west to east. And those of you in McClenny, you got into the storms early on and you had a pretty good line of lightning, but notice how you're drying out. Rain is done with there in Lake City and also in Georgia. So we're seeing this whole system shift to the south, and that should be it as far as the rain goes for many of our folks to the north. It's going to take a little bit longer, and areas in central Florida could be under the gun here through the late afternoon, but I was concerned that we could see some severe weather around Palaca, Willaca, but this is just more steady rains, and there's nothing